What's up, soul family, and welcome back to my channel. In today's pick a card, we're going to be spilling the tea on why people find you so adorable. So before we get started, if you guys are interested in booking a personal tarot reading with me, you guys can book with me on my Etsy shop. The link to do so will be available down in the description box below. Bear in mind, my prices will be going up soon and my Etsy shop is kind of undergoing a little makeover, so just bear with me on that, you guys. Also, you guys, if you're feeling generous and would like to offer a tip or donation for today's tarot reading, all of my payment information as well as deck wish list will be available down in the description box below. The deck that we will be using today is the Modern Witch Tarot deck, which will be available for purchase on my Amazon affiliate link also down below. Definitely purchase it off of there if you're interested, you guys. It really does help your girl out a lot. And with all of that good stuff being said, we're going to go on ahead and jump into your pile choices now. Alrighty, you guys, so here are the four groups that you have to choose from today. We have group number 1 with the Queen of Wands, group number 2 with the Queen of Pentacles, group number 3 with the Queen of Swords, and group number 4 with the Queen of Cups. So go on ahead and take a moment to choose the pile of cards that you feel the most drawn to today. Pause the video if you need a little bit more time to choose, and whenever you are ready, I will meet you at your reading. The timestamps for each pile will be available down in the description box below for your convenience. Hello to all of my beautiful people who have chosen group number 1 with the Queen of Wands, and welcome to your reading, you guys. So why do people find you so adorable? Why do people adore you? Okay, so I'm honestly seeing right away a lot of people view you as like the ideal spouse material, okay? And I feel like you have a lot of people who have their eyes on you, and y'all might be kind of looking all over like where, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like when people really like come into contact with you and really do experience your energy, they do view you as the ideal wife material or the ideal husband material, even if that's not necessarily what they're looking for. People just see you as somebody who just would be a great match to anybody that is deserving of you all around, because we start off this reading with the Lover's card and the Hierophant. So people find you attractive. You are a very, very attractive person, okay? This is not only adoration, but this is also admiration as well. People just really like who you are as a person. I also feel like people might view you as a very spiritual person here with this Hierophant card here. So people view you as very physically attractive and spiritually attractive as well. In the process, it's like y'all still have to watch out for any energy vampires along the way. I do feel like most of the people who watch this channel and have also chosen this pile, you guys are definitely empaths, so you just got to be very careful. And I feel like y'all know this already, like y'all already know, like you have to watch out for who you decide to interact with, who you decide to engage with and share your energy with. And I feel like you guys have a way of, like, you know, jokingly letting these energy vampires know, like, I'm not the one. Not only that, but if you have a active presence on social media, I would not be surprised if people were trying to slide into your DMs. Y'all better check them DM requests, or check them very soon, because I would not be surprised if you guys had a social media presence as well. Also, it's like you guys are just viewed as very lovable individuals here. We have the Ace of Cups here, so I feel like a lot of people will want to date you, and it could even be people who you're just not really attracted to, who you don't really, you know, like that. And it's like when you finally do find that person, I feel like you guys are the type of person that's like, you know, I'm very passionate. The Queen of Wands is a very passionate woman or man, and I feel like at the same time you still know how to take things slow, because with the Hierophant card here, it's like you want to build something with structure, and you want to make sure that somebody is really in tune with your mind, body, and soul before you decide to really pursue them or decide to really get to know them further. So not only that, but people view you as somebody who's very strong, okay? I also feel like you guys are very forgiving as well. However, it's like when somebody crosses you in the wrong way, a lot of the times there's no coming back from that, but it's like you don't really hold on to anger, you don't really hold on to resentment unless somebody really did something dirty. And even then, you have a way of forgiving for yourself and not necessarily for the other person, because you guys like to protect your peace. Not only that, but I feel like you guys are financially independent, or you have a way of attracting opportunities into your life and towards you that literally just line up with your energy and are in alignment with your highest good. Y'all just don't entertain anything that's not in alignment with your highest good, because you know, like, you already know what's for you and what's not for you here with the Star. Oh, she naked, let me cover her up. You already know what's for you and what's not for you, you know what I mean? So with the Star card, it's like people view you as their ideal wish fulfillment, you know? they view you as somebody that you can really build with, you know. And it's like, when you really like somebody and you really care about them, you will not hesitate to pour into them, as long as, you know, your cup is overflowing in the process. This is why people admire you. This is why people adore you, okay? I feel like you might attract a lot of people who are just so passionate about you, they literally want to rush towards you. They want to rush into a connection with you. And this Hierophant card is just like, we're not doing that. We're gonna take things slow and see where it goes. And if I decide that you're worthy of being in my presence, you know, and this is a connection that is worthy of me entertaining, then maybe I'll let you see more sides of me. And the thing is, with the Page of Swords, it's like, you might be kind of young, but you still know how to set boundaries for yourself. And oftentimes I feel like you don't even necessarily have to do it with words. It's like, you guys can really telepathically tell somebody to F off, you know, no problems. And it's like, you don't do this with nasty or malicious intentions, but I would not be surprised if people have taken advantage of you in the past. So people really do admire you for your discernment and the way that you don't hesitate to stand up for yourself and stand up for what you believe in. And just the fact that you already, even at a young age, or no matter what age you are, you already know what it is that you want in terms of life, in terms of love, maybe even in terms of career, or just the life that you want to live all around. And with the Star card, I just feel like y'all are very, very powerful manifestors. You know what it is that you want, and you will not hesitate to get that bag. You will not hesitate to go after the things that you want, the things that you know that you are deserving of. And I wouldn't be surprised if you had somebody come in that just wanted to be your sugar daddy, or was just handing you that coin like, here you go, you know. And some of you guys might be into that, and others of you guys might be like, you know what, I already got what I need here with this Knight of Pentacles. And it's just like, people really, the fact that you are so passionate and you guys have this love for yourself, the fact that you will not hesitate to take your time here with this Knight of Pentacles, this is part of what makes you so attractive. And what people adore about you is the fact that you like to have a slow build, you know. And sometimes you might be tempted to move kind of fast, you might be tempted to move kind of quick, but it's like, at the end of the day, you know what is the most important to you when it comes to your life in general, and what's for you and what's not for you. You guys have very solid and stable boundaries, and there was another word that I was looking for. I'm just gonna say standards, right? And values, okay? So that's just something that you're not really willing to sway on. Although if somebody can stimulate your mind enough and maybe open you up to different perspectives versus trying to change your mind, then you might listen, you know, you might listen. But for the most part, it's like, you guys just, nobody can really convince you to sway on what it is that you want. And I also feel like with the Strength card, this is like a sign of spiritual protection as well. So you guys are very much spiritually protected. But I feel like your guides, like your guardian angels, your spirit guides, whatever you believe in, God, if you believe in that, is very, very proud of you, because before they even have to swoop in and help you and save you, it's like you've already saved yourself. So this is something that people find so attractive and adorable about you, is the fact that you just really hold it down, you know. And you don't sway, you don't compromise on your beliefs, and you don't compromise on your standards, you know. I feel like if somebody really matters to you, you will meet them halfway. But at the end of the day, you know what you want. You're a queen or a king, and you're not going to step off your throne for anybody. They can either meet you at the throne, or they can just stay where they're at, you know. So that's what people find so adorable for you, about you. Before I end this reading, I'm going to say the zodiac signs I see real quick. I see Gemini, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, possibly Libra, and Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo, okay? You did choose the Queen of Wands, though, so you could have some fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I'm just not seeing much water sign energy, except for with the Ace of Cups. But this is just more so, I feel like, how you love. I feel like you guys love from a place of making sure that your cup is full before you can begin pouring into other people. Like, that's a priority for you, and that is part of what makes you so adorable. Pile number one, I honestly have to say, you know, I'm very proud of you. You guys have evolved tremendously, and you continue to evolve, you continue to grow spiritually and energetically and emotionally, mentally, and I just feel like you guys are the type, you're not going to entertain any connection that isn't stimulating your mind. And in the process with the Lovers card, it's like you will inevitably attract and manifest the right person for you and the right people around you, friends, family, and lovers as well. So that is what I have for you, group number 1. I sincerely hope that you enjoyed your reading. If you are interested in booking a personal tarot reading with me, you can book with me on my Etsy shop. The link to do so will be available down below. All personal readings are done via video, pre-recorded through a Google Drive link as you see me here today. This is how I record my personal readings. And also, you guys, if you'd like to offer a tip or a donation for today's tarot reading, all of my payment information as well as deck wish list is available down below. If you like the deck that we used today, we did use the Modern Witch Tarot deck. This will be available for purchase down below on my Amazon affiliate link, you guys. If you are going to purchase this deck or any of the other decks I use on my channel, definitely check out my affiliate link, you guys, because it really does help your girl out when you purchase it off of there. So that is what I have for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in my next one. Bye. Hello to all of my beautiful people who have chosen group number 2 with the Queen of Pentacles, and welcome to your reading, you guys. So why do people adore you? What makes you so adorable? Okay, so I said something similar for pile 2 in my last pick a card. You guys, despite everything that you have been through, you guys have managed to maintain a sense of a childlike innocence to you. And I'm not saying y'all could be completely innocent, you know what I'm saying? We all have our flaws and we're all not perfect. But with the 6 of Cups and this Page of Cups, I feel like you have a way of making people feel nostalgic. Okay, and not only that, but I wouldn't be surprised if you just had like a lot of past life soulmates or past life relationships that you're experiencing in this lifetime. It does not have to be love related. They could be friendships, you know, like you just have a way of like maintaining that nostalgia that helps you to remember who you were when you were a child, who you are on a soul level when you were younger, you know. And with this Page of Cups, it's like this energy is giving, you know, I may not have everything to offer, but I have something. And in the process, it's like you guys are so giving, especially in terms of your love, your unconditional love, your time and your energy. But at the same time, you don't hesitate to set boundaries and really communicate clearly. And I also feel like you guys, a lot of the times, you have really, really good ideas, okay? Even if it's for something small, like how you can solve a small problem, or the way that you can jump over a certain hurdle very easily. Like, I just feel like a lot of your ideas, people value your ideas, people value your insights because they make sense. They literally do make sense. And anybody who doesn't really listen or hear you out, it's just because they don't have the capacity to really fully understand you. Also, I feel like people have watched you grown, and with the 4 of Wands reversed, I feel like a lot of y'all might have grown up in like a chaotic household or unpredictable household. So in the process, it's like you had to learn to really hold it down for yourself here with this King of Wands. Like maybe y'all had a mother figure that had to be the man and the woman of the house, you know, or just had to really hold things down on their own, or even like a father figure that had to do the same. So in the process, you guys embody this King of Wands and this Queen of Pentacles energy, very balanced masculine and feminine energy. It's like you're able to take care of yourself, take care of your home, and still go after the things that you love and are passionate about. And when you love hard. Okay, this is something that people really do adore about you, and in the process you still manage to maintain this childlike innocence. Like literally, pile 2, how do you do it? It's like you do all this juggling, and like you guys are just great. And I feel like a lot of y'all might have had to leave home, maybe even at a young age. I'm saying that because we have this 6 of Cups. I see a home here, and this 8 of Cups, I see somebody like walking with a backpack on her back. So maybe some of y'all had to leave home and learn how to just hold it down on your own, or you had to leave your comfort zone in some way, shape, or form, because on a soul level you knew it's what was meant for you, and you knew what was that was best for you, and you didn't question yourself. You might have felt super duper unsure, but you knew that what was out there that was for you was a lot better than what you had growing up, or what you had experienced throughout your life and throughout your childhood. And we have this Knight of Wands here, so it's like you have a way of being able to build a very solid foundation and doing this very, very quickly. Some of y'all had to really learn how to get by with the bare minimum, and you just did it. Like we have the Fool card as well, so it's a very similar energy. It's like y'all just never hesitated to just go out and do something new or try something new. And a lot of y'all might not have necessarily liked having to do this, You might not necessarily have liked having to adapt to change so quickly and so frequently, but it's the fact that y'all still did it, okay? With the Knight of Wands, you have grown so much. Like, y'all have literally gone through growth spurts where you jumped over different phases of growth, like different phases of evolution. It's like you skipped a grade in terms of being here on earth. You know how a lot of people say earth is a school? It's like you jumped levels. You skipped levels that previous generations they couldn't do it. They didn't have the capacity to do it. Y'all have literally all the codes. Like, when you think about this, I don't know if you ever heard earth is a simulation, and this experience that we're living in is a simulation. You know, it's like you guys have been wired with the codes needed for your evolution, okay? And doing so, it's like you are creating a ripple effect for the generations to come, basically. So it's like you guys are really helping to build this new earth, even if you're not necessarily going to be here to experience it. You guys are very much light workers. You guys are star seeds. The reason why when you walk into a room everybody looks towards you is because, one, you're cute as fuck, I'm not gonna lie, but two, you raise the vibration of the collective consciousness when you walk into a room. And also, I feel like you guys are just very giving. Like, I'm looking at this Six of Cups here. It's like you guys are very, very giving. You don't hesitate to, if you have it, you'll give it. If you see a homeless person on the street, you will give them something. You will give them maybe a meal. You give them a couple dollars, you know, even if you don't really have it like that. And that's going to come back around on you tenfold. People see that about you. That's why people adore you, because you just have a way of making the best with what you got. Okay, using your resources with what you got. And it, like with this Four of Wands, when I first pulled this card, I literally heard like from the ground up, like building something from the ground up. With the Four of Wands, this is about having a solid and stable foundation. So with it coming out in the reverse, I feel like this is something that you lacked in some way, shape, or form growing up. Maybe your parents were unpredictable. Maybe some of you guys didn't even have parents for real, or they just weren't there. And so you just literally decided to venture out on your own and do something different, like moving away, or like just doing so, because you just knew that there was something more. There was something more out there for you, and you didn't hesitate to get away from what was holding you back, okay? And you just ventured into it. You were like, you know what? I'm just going to do this first, and then I'm going to ask questions later. And somehow, some way, everything fell into place for you in the process. And if it has not yet, if you feel like your life is still in chaos, if things are still not going the way that you intended for them to go, just understand this is your confirmation that you will rise to the top. You will rise to the occasion. And you will be cultivating this foundation for yourself, okay? What you didn't have, I'm hearing that maybe a motto that you guys go by, and my little boo, she told me this, I think yesterday. She was like, you got to be the person that you didn't have when you were younger. Be the person that you needed when you were growing up. And I feel like that is something that you guys live by to this day. This is how you still maintain this sense of childlike innocence. But you still have that passion and that drive and that maturity, okay? This is real balance. This is real duality. This is real yin-yang energetic balance that I'm seeing for you guys. So that's why people adore you. Literally, what is not to adore? You know, maybe your childhood and your childhood wounds and your shadow work, maybe that's not to adore, but at the end of the day, like, you can use this as like a teaching tool for other people, because other people are definitely going to want to be like you. They may not want to experience what you've experienced, but they still want to be like you, because you just have that drive, you have that passion, and you don't hesitate to go after the things that you want in life, or leaving a bad situation because you just go off of the faith and off of the strength that you know that something out there is better for you, okay? That is what makes you so adorable. All right, so before I forget, we're gonna talk about the signs that are coming through for this reading. We have very strong Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, and Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy coming through. I'm just not seeing too much air sign energy other than this Ace of Swords, but that doesn't mean that it's not there. That could be your sun, moon, or rising. or the sun, moon, or rising of people who are closest to you. So that is what I have for you guys, group number 2. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are interested in booking a personal tarot reading with me, you guys can book with me on my Etsy shop. The link to do so will be available down in the description box below. I do pre-record all of my personal readings and send them via a Google Drive link once you submit your payment and ask your questions, you guys. If you're feeling generous and would like to make a tip or a donation for today's tarot reading, all of my payment information as well as deck wish list is available down below. If you are interested in the deck that I used for today's reading, we did use the Modern Witch Tarot deck. This deck will be available for purchase on my Amazon affiliate link down below, along with some of the other decks that I use on my channel. If you guys are going to purchase this deck or any of the other decks, you guys definitely purchase it off my affiliate link because it really does help your girl out. And with all of that good stuff being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in my next one. Bye. Hello to all of my beautiful people who have chosen group number 3 with the Queen of Swords, and welcome to your reading, you guys. So why do people adore you? Okay, so we start off your reading with the 7 of Pentacles and the 4 of Cups. So I definitely feel like you guys, you get bored when you're not receiving a lot of mental stimulation. And with the 7 of Pentacles, like, she also kind of looks a little bored in this picture as well. And so what I'm getting with this is that you use this boredom to spark some type of creative drive, or to spark some type of creation here, like the energy of creation basically. And so it's like she's sitting there, you know, with a garden that has not fully bloomed yet, and she's just sitting there waiting, like, is it gonna bloom, is it gonna turn into something? And then we have this 9 of Pentacles here. So since we don't have the 8 of Pentacles, which is between the 7 and the 9 of Pentacles, I'm definitely getting that it's like it sparks and it's more fruitful quicker than you think it's gonna be, or quicker than you imagine that it's gonna be. So people really adore your creativity. People adore the way that what you create and you cultivate, you do it your way, right? And oftentimes, you know, when your life gets a little hectic or a little out of control with this Temperance card, you have a way of bringing it back into balance. It's like you automatically just know what it is that you need, even if it's like a timeout. Because I feel like oftentimes when you're doing too much, or you're overworking yourself, or you're pushing yourself too far, the universe will have a way of sitting you down, like, you need to stop just for a second, just for a minute, a few days or so. And you're like, but why, universe? You know, I don't really want to. And it's like they're saying, like, you got to give yourself a chance to grow. You got to give these plans, these endeavors, what you want to do for yourself, you have to give it a chance to grow, and it will all be worth it in the end, right? So it's like with the 7 of Pentacles and the 4 of Cups, she's like, I'm so bored, you know, I don't want to sit here and wait for this. But at the same time, it's like there's no need to worry, okay? And you guys might feel very conflicted from time to time, and people may not necessarily understand that. They may make you want to, like, regret this time that you take to yourself with this 5 of Swords. But it's like, listen, I got to do what I got to do, and I'm going to do it. So it's like people may not necessarily like the way that you set boundaries for yourself, but at the same time, it's like they don't necessarily know what you need or understand what you need, because they don't know what they need, right? They're not in tune with what they need. And we have the 7 of Cups here as well. So I can see that you guys have a very, very vivid imagination. Also with this, I have to cover it because she's a little naked. With this 3 of Pentacles here, it's like you guys use your imagination. You use the things that run through your mind to create art, okay? And this is what sparks love and adoration and admiration in other people. This is why people really, they like you. They do have a tendency to like you. And I'm not gonna lie, this is my pile. Y'all might have some haters, okay? But it's not necessarily even that they hate you. It's just more so that they don't understand you. They don't understand the way that you operate. And deep down, it's like they want to be like you. They want to understand. They want to get it. But it's like, if you get it, you get it. And if you don't, you don't, you know? And so all around, I'm just seeing that people adore you for your creativity and for knowing when it's time to sit down, knowing when it's time to take a break. I said something similar in my last reading, which was, you know, what will you be most famous, or what will you be most well known for? The boundaries that you set for yourself. It's like you allow yourself the space to explore your imagination, to explore your subconscious mind and the power that it holds in shaping and molding your own reality. And while you are doing this, okay, while you you are doing this. Even if it doesn't feel like it, you're still growing, okay? The seeds that you planted, they're still growing, they're still blooming, okay? You did the work, okay, with the Seven of Pentacles. You planted the seeds. Now it's like the universe is like, you just gotta wait. Even if this is like a bit of a boring process, it's just, you just have to wait. And sometimes we get super duper impatient, you know, when it comes to this. But at the end of the day, it's like your time is coming, and people know this about you. And if anything, a lot of people, they might hate on you because they're a bit intimidated by it. But you guys are so creative, and the creativity that you have, that you carry, it is unlike what other people carry, or unlike anything that anybody else has. And I always say this to my viewers: nobody has the same sauce as you. Nobody is comprised of the same ingredients. Nobody has your recipe, okay? There's only one you in the entire universe. Despite the fact that there's infinite numbers of universes here, this is you taking the time to select which one you want to live in. That's how manifestation works. That's how physics works, okay? Like 99.999% sure that it's scientifically proven that this is like one universe that we're living in, and there's an infinite number of alternative universes that you can choose to live in, you know? And so when you do this, this is how you create and cultivate the life that you deserve. And with the Nine of Pentacles and the King of Cups, this is how it is that you will get to where it is that you want to go, where it is that you feel the most fulfilled. And people will have no choice but to admire you and respect you. And if they don't respect your hustle, and they don't respect the way that you choose to go about things, and the way that you choose to go about life, that is 100% not on you, and it's completely on them. Like, this is your energy. Like, that's your problem. That's not my problem. You can turn your back on me all you want to, because I got myself, and that's really all I need in this whole process, in this whole thing that we have life, that we have called life, right? So literally the Four of Cups, I just noticed she's wearing a shirt that says over it, right? Over the waiting for transformation, over the waiting for the seeds that you planted to bloom and to grow. But either way, that same cup that the universe was handing you, right? Now we have the King of Cups. So it's like, now you got an infinite number of cups. Now you have an infinite number of seeds that have bloomed, that you have planted yourself, right? You could plant one cherry seed or one strawberry seed, and it leads to a whole bush. You know what I'm saying? A whole bush full. I don't know. I'm not really much of a gardener, but you know, that's overall what I'm seeing. So people find you really adorable in terms of the fact that, like, I don't know, there's something about your attitude that's really cute. And some of y'all might be like, you know, my attitude's not cute, especially when I'm really mad. But still, that's kind of what makes you adorable, is the fact that you are in tune with your emotions, you're in tune with how you feel. And when you're over it, and you're not afraid to say, I'm over it. A lot of people will still keep going and still keep doing too much, you know, even after they're over it. And they might expect you to do the same, and that's just not for you. That's just not the path that you were destined to take, right? So what makes you adorable is your imagination, your attitude, your creativity, 100%, and the success that you are cultivating. Also, this Nine of Pentacles is also about independence, financial independence. So I do feel like your independence is also very important to you, and that is something that others find adorable about you as well. So that is what I have for you, group number 3. I hope that this reading resonated for you guys. If you guys are interested in booking a personal tarot reading with me, you guys can book with me on my Etsy shop. The link to do so will be available down in the description box below, you guys. If you guys are feeling generous and would like to offer a tip or donation for today's tarot reading, all of my payment information as well as my deck wish list is available down in the description box below. And lastly, you guys, we did use the Modern Witch tarot deck for today's tarot reading. If you are interested in purchasing this deck for yourself or any of the other decks I use on my channel, definitely purchase it off of your girl's affiliate link down below, because it really does help me out, you guys. And that's all I have for you guys. So with all of that good stuff being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in my next one. Bye. Hello to all of my beautiful people who have chosen group number 4 with the Queen of Cups, and welcome to your reading, you guys. So why do people adore you guys? Okay, so we start off your reading with the 10 of Swords, also referred to in this deck as the Everything is Fine card. Okay, this came out with the Hermit card. So I feel like these two cards came out for pile 2 in my last reading, but what I'm getting from this is that you guys have a tendency to isolate yourself when you are going through things that are personal, and this is how you are able to come out on top, okay? Every single time you go through a dark night of the soul, or every single time you go through something that's just really, really intense and transformative, especially with this death card here, you guys really do come out a completely different person. So it's like all of the pain, like, and I feel like you guys have felt some really, really, really deep pain in your lifetime. All of the pain that you guys have experienced, the conflict, the disappointment, it's like you use that shit as rocket fuel, okay? The same capacity that you have for pain is the same capacity that you have for happiness and being able to go after your dreams and being able to cultivate the life that you deserve. We have the Magician card here, so you guys are very, very powerful manifestors. You have the ability to turn any situation around in your favor. The only issue with that is that sometimes you don't necessarily believe it, or if you don't see it immediately, if you don't see the fruits of your labor immediately, you know, or if anybody tries to come in and like tear you down and feels like they have to compete with you, you know, it could lead to you retreating back into this energy. But this is where you end up healing, okay? This is where you end up coming out on top. And then it's like when you come out, you have something to offer, you have something to give to others, you know, and it's like you're not obligated to give, but you're still such a very loving and giving person. And this is why people adore you so heavily. The Six of Pentacles is very much, if you guys you know, if you guys are in the workplace, I do feel like a lot of people secretly adore you in the workplace because of how giving you are and how much of a hard worker that you are, even at your old jobs, you know. That is what I'm seeing for you guys. And also, like, you guys are the type that you will retreat silently when you know it is needed, okay? So for the zodiac signs that we have here, I'm mainly getting a Virgo and Scorpio energy. And also we have Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer energy with this Queen of Cups. It's like you just have a lot to give. It's like you guys are the queens of unconditional love and being in tune with your emotions. And, you know, oftentimes this can become very, very difficult. But with the Everything is Fine card, it's like you just have a way of pushing through because you know that giving up is not an option for you, even during times where you really want it to be. Okay, with the Nine of Cups and the Magician card, you guys are in the process of cultivating your dream life, okay? And people see this, okay? Whether you know it or not, people see this about you, and they really do admire and respect that about you. Most people do, because I do see here with this Five of Wands, you might have some people that want to tear you down in the process, and I feel like a lot of you guys are actually very, very sensitive individuals, and you can feel that energy, and it really does hurt you. But while it might hurt, it can't stop you, okay? Because when it comes to you cultivating and attaining success, you always gonna have somebody that has something to say about you, okay? So I'm not gonna be the type of person that says don't let it get to you, because I'm never gonna be the reading that encourages you to ignore your feelings, okay? Sometimes you really gotta sit there and feel that shit and process that shit. This is what leads to your ultimate growth and your ultimate transformation in the process, you guys. And so, yeah, that's just like what I'm seeing here. So it's like, don't be afraid to take some time to yourself, because if people really love you and know you and understand you, they know damn well you need it, okay? And so with the Five of Cups, sorry, I just kicked my ring light on accident. So with the Five of Cups here, don't let this disappointment, don't manifest from this place of disappointment. It's okay for you to feel this, but when you start harboring it, that's when it becomes a problem, okay? You got to look at all of these swords and dig them out one by one, okay, to figure out what's coming with you in this new reality and what's not. What are you accepting and what are you not? And you can do this from a place of unconditional love, because you guys have such a great capacity, a limitless capacity for unconditional love. This is what makes you so adorable to others. And not only that, but it's like in the process, yes, you might have some naysayers, but it's like, and I said something similar to one of the other piles today. It's not that they don't like you, it's just that they don't understand you. They don't have the capacity to understand you the way that you have the capacity to understand them. That is more so a reflection of them and their character and where they are in terms of their personal development than it is a reflection of yours, okay? What's a reflection of your character is how you choose to react to it. Are you going to let that dictate the life that you're building for yourself and the life that you're creating for yourself? Or are you going to take your power, your abilities, your wish fulfillments and run with it, okay? Also, I feel like a lot of people might witness you getting what you want, okay? They might witness you getting what you want, and if anything, they adore this about you, whether they choose to show it or not. Y'all might have a lot of haters, similar to group number 3, but it's just because they don't love as hard as you. They don't have the same emotional depth that you do. Like I said, the same capacity that you have to feel this pain and feel this lack of fulfillment, you have the same capacity to experience love, to experience happiness in your life, to experience wish fulfillments, okay? In order to really get there, though, sometimes you really do have to walk through the fire. Sometimes, like I said, you do have to pull out those swords individually, one by one, to figure out which one you're taking with you and which one you're not. You know, what direction do you want to head in terms of your life? And you need to be willing to take as much time as you need in order to figure that out. These people cannot be here, okay? When you actually reach the level of success that you are destined for, these people cannot be here. That's why they mad. That's why they want to fight you. You know, even if you are more of a lover than you are a fighter, you know, don't be afraid to stand up for yourself. Don't be afraid to say, you know what, this happened and it really disappointed me, because at the end of the day with this death card, this is where your transformation occurs. This is where you're able to start pulling them swords out your back. Like, you know what? I can't do this anymore. I can't do this with these people. These people are not they're not trying to elevate themselves in the ways in which I'm trying to elevate myself. So it's like you got to be willing to let them go from a place of love, from a place of unconditional love. You don't have to harbor anger. You don't have to harbor resentment. You don't have to harbor any negative feelings. And I'm not saying that you can't feel them, like I said, but you can't harbor them. That's when they start to become a problem. That's not a place that you want to manifest from, okay? So allow yourself to feel what you're feeling. And I know this became more of like a lecture on self-growth and personal development than, you know, coming out and saying like what it is that people adore you. But the right people do adore you. They really, really do. They really do adore you for the way that you handle shit when your life is in chaos and you don't know how the hell you're going to get through it, but you get through it. They admire you for the fact that you have the capacity to attain your dream life, to attain your wish fulfillment, you know, or to get the things that you wish for, to manifest the things that you wish for. All right. And if they're jealous of you, it's because they secretly adore you. You understand what I'm saying? And they might not even know it, because with the Queen of Cups here, she has the capacity for very deep feelings, very deep emotions, emotional awareness, being able to understand herself on a deeper soul level. Other people don't have that. Okay. Other people don't have that. And I always say it, they don't got the sauce like you got the sauce. They ain't comprised of the same recipe that you are comprised of. So it's like you have the capacity to help other people reach the level of greatness that they were destined for. But in order to do that, you have to embody the level of greatness that you were always destined for. You understand what I'm saying? Group number 4. So yeah, people really do adore this transformation, okay? The transformation, the manifestation abilities, the fact that you are able to find clarity in isolating yourself, to find yourself in isolating yourself. You know when you need you and only you, okay? And not everybody can do that. Not everybody can do that. That shit makes you more than adorable. That shit makes you excellent on a spiritual level, on a mental level, on an emotional level. You know, y'all really do deserve to be hyped up. But in order to do that, you got to be your biggest hype man, okay, or woman. You feel me? So that's what I have for you, group number 4. And before we end this reading, I just want to say I'm really, really proud of you guys for how much you have developed and how far you have come. Do not let these assholes get to you, okay? Because the simple fact is they can't. You ever heard the saying, like, you know, people come out and they be like, I don't fuck with her. No, bitch, you can't fuck with me. You can't fuck with me because I'm a queen. I'm the Queen of Cups, okay? If anybody's gonna fuck with me, it's gonna be me, and I'm still gonna come out right on top, right? Still gonna come out right on top. So that is what I have for you, group number 4. I hope that this reading resonated for you. If you guys are interested in booking a personal tarot reading with me, you guys can book with me on my Etsy shop. The link to do so will be available down in the description box below. All of my personal readings I pre-record, and I send them via a Google Drive link so you can have it forever and ever, you guys. And also, you guys, if you guys are interested in offering a tip or a donation for today's tarot reading, all of my payment information as well as Amazon deck wish list is available down in the description box below. If you would like a tarot deck for yourself, today we did use the Modern Witch tarot deck. All of the decks that I use on my channel along with this one will be available on my Amazon affiliate link down in the description box below. I am currently working on an Amazon storefront for you guys to purchase off of there. If you would like to purchase the deck, definitely purchase them off of my affiliate link, you guys, because it really does help your girl out. And that is all I have for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in my next one. Bye.